the balance is the key. Plus, I drink wine. What? You drink wine? Because usually people say alcohol is bad. Alcohol has no benefit for health. How I maintained a clean bill of health for 3 years straight in my 60s. That's something I'm going to talk about today, so stick around. Hi, my name is Hachiaki Takamiya. I am the author of the Ikigai diet and Ikigai biohacking. As you know, I used to practice this Hare and Ke intermittent fasting. So I did 36 hours fast once a week, and I practice 17 hours fast 3 days a week. And on the weekend, I ate 3 meals. That was my intermittent fasting regimen up until February this year. However, I changed this regimen to this one from March. So that is to still doing 36 hours fast once a week. But the rest of the time, I eat 3 meals. So Tuesday till Friday, I also eat 3 meals a day. But I do everything within 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. That means 10-hour eating window. That means I still practice 14-hour fasting. This simply means I have higher protein intake. Because I eat 3 meals, I have breakfast, therefore I have higher protein intake. How did it affect? I made a video after a month of doing this regimen. The actual title is 14-hour fasting with breakfast versus 16 hours without breakfast, my experience. But at that time, it was based on my feeling, my observation. But I told you that I was going to take a medical checkup in June and I would get the result in July. And when I get my result, I will share it with you. So now I have the result. So what happened to this regimen change? Did it really work? So this is my test result. The actual result is in Japanese, but this is my result. So they compare the result of this year, which is the age 62, and then last year, age 61, and 2 years ago, age 60. So my figures are pretty much the same. So I didn't see a significant improvement. However, because it was already good last year and it was good the year before, basically I maintained this status. One thing I can say about the protein increase is the weight. Maybe I gained a little weight. So last year it was 61.4, this year 61.8. A little increase, very small increase. And the year before it was 59. So basically it increased a lot last year, but this year not so much. So I don't know if it to do with my higher protein intake. Maybe it is to do with my exercise. I am exercising more than last year. So with this data, I'm still not sure the effect of this having breakfast, whether having breakfast has been helping me with my health condition. But overall, I have a clean bill and I maintain this clean bill for 3 consecutive years in my 60s. That is the most critical point because once you reach age 60, you cannot improve anymore. Only thing you can do is to maintain. The question is how you can maintain it every single year. So I need to continue doing this next year, the year after, and so on. But so far, I have been able to maintain it for the last 3 years in my 60s. So I'm very happy about it. And for the bones, I told you that I took a bone test. I took a test called quantitative ultrasound of bones. It's not a DEXA, which is like, you are sort of lying down and test everything. So it's not as detailed as DEXA and not as accurate as DEXA, but still, it gives you some idea of your bone density. And in my case, I took the same test when I was 61 and this year at the age of 62. So I can make a comparison. And especially this one compared to young adult mean, which means compared to the average peak bone mass of a young adult. So I had about 21% increase. So last year I had just 102.4%, but this year 123.4%. So this is a significant improvement. I shared about this result with you in the video called 21% stronger bones in a year at 62. Yes, it's possible. No calcium supplements needed. So please watch this video for details. I also took Cooper test, which is a test to measure your VO2 max. And so I got this 42.35 something. That was my VO2 max. For my age group, it is excellent. So it's a top group basically. So I'm pretty satisfied with this result. For details, please watch my other video called Cooper Test Challenge. What was my VO2 max score? I also did hanging using this pull-up bar, which is located in the same park where I did the Cooper test. And I did it. And then I managed to do 2 minutes of hanging. So this is another way to measure your longevity or measure your kind of, health status or strength. Plus, I did pull-ups for 10 times. Before, I could only do 5 times, only 5 pull-ups, but now I can do 10 pull-ups, which is a significant improvement. And this happened recently since I changed my fasting regimen. So since I started having breakfast, I could increase it. So this may be a sign. However, it's still difficult to say if it to do with my higher protein intake or not, because I've been exercising more. I've been doing this pull-up a lot more. I do it almost every day because this park is located on the way to get to the supermarket. And, I go grocery shopping cycling. So on the way to get to the supermarket, I will stop there and I do the hanging for 1 minute and I do pull-up. I used to do it 5 times, but now I do it 10 times. So I'm getting used to doing pull-up more. So that also, helps. But anyway, overall, my health status is okay for 62 years old. My medical condition, there's no problem. It's within the sort of a range. And I have a pretty good VO2 max for the cardiovascular fitness. And then I have a okay strength with the 2 minutes hanging and then 10 times pull-ups. How did I maintain it? Basically through Ikigai biohacking, not one single thing, not just only diet or exercise or sleep, everything. Ikigai biohacking is all rounded. So I practice good diet, exercise regularly, have a deliberate heat exposure, deliberate cold exposure every day, and sleep well. Now, a lot of people ask me, so did natto have anything to do with my health condition? Yes, it does, but not only natto. Basically, the Ikigai diet itself, the well-balanced diet is the key. Not only natto is just a part of it. And then, of course, exercise and everything else. So the balance is the key. Plus, I drink wine. What? You drink wine? Does it help? Because usually people say alcohol is bad. Alcohol has no benefit for health. And that is kind of proven recently by many experts. And I agree with that. I don't think there is any physical benefit to drinking alcohol. But mentally, because I don't drink a lot, I only drink on the weekend, just a little bit. But mentally, it makes so much difference. I mean, you don't have to drink alcohol. I mean, it does. It's a idea is having a break. Idea is this relaxation, and because Ikigai biohacking has the concept of Hare and Ke. That is unique to Ikigai biohacking. For regular biohacking, I'm sure people have a good diet, people exercise, people sleep well, people do a heat exposure, cold exposure. But one thing probably they don't do is this, having Hare and Ke system. So what are Hare and Ke? Hare and Ke are Japanese concept. Hare means festivals or celebrations, and Ke means usual and everyday life. We distinguish between Hare and Ke. And during the Ke period, we usually have simple and frugal meals, but Hare period, we have feast like that. And therefore, in the Ikigai diet and Ikigai biohacking, I incorporated this Hare and Ke system and then set the weekdays during the week to be Ke period and the weekend to be Hare period. So I usually practice mostly a plant-based diet, not 100%, but mostly plant-based diet during the week. And on the weekend, I include some animal-based food. And during the week, I practice intermittent fasting, but on the weekend, I don't. I take a break. And during the week, I don't drink alcohol, but on the weekend, I include alcohol. So the idea is the K period is a disciplined period. Hare period is unwinding period, relaxing period. The balance between tension and relaxation is the key to Ikigai biohacking. And Ikigai biohacking is well-rounded with, exercise, diet, sleep, and everything. This is because there's a balance in each area. If you try to aim perfection in, like, for example, exercise, if you want to optimize your exercise 100%, you probably don't have energy left to work on other areas. To make well-rounded, you need to save your energy, and that means you can practice Hara Hachibunme. Hara Hachibunme means stop when you are 80% full. In this context, it means 80% optimal. So aim for 80% optimal, not 100% optimal, because you will wear out if you aim for 100% optimal for every field. By limiting to 80%, you have enough energy and enough room, enough space in your mind to make every field well-rounded. And that is the key. Also, the Ikigai biohacking is based on Circannual rhythms, like seasonal rhythms, and monthly rhythms, as well as circadian rhythm. So regular biohacking, people talk about circadian rhythm, but not many people talk about monthly rhythms or Circannual rhythm. But if you want to align yourself with a circadian rhythm, you're aligning with the natural rhythm. And natural rhythm means monthly rhythm and annual rhythm too. For details, I am publishing a new book in few weeks. It's called Live Wiser, Not Smarter, Biohacking based on Japanese natural health. Book is almost ready. Now I am having a book cover made, and soon it will complete, and then I will be able to publish the book within the next few weeks. So please read the book for details. I put everything that I talked about now with the most recent information. And the book is the part 2 of Ikigai biohacking. So this original book is the part 1, and it is better if you read the original to read the part 2. So you will have full understanding what Ikigai biohacking is. And then you can read Live Wiser, Not Smarter. That's it for today. Thank you for watching. Again, my name is Hachiaki Takamiya. I am the author of the Ikigai Diet and Ikigai Biohacking. If you like this video, please give me your thumb up and subscribe to my channel. And please leave your comment. How often do you take your medical checkup, and when was the last time you took your medical checkup? Thank you. Well, I will see you in the next video. Live with your Ikigai!